Okay, so this is part 2 of Pokemon Uranium. And we just got done defeating the first gym. So now we can actually begin working on our party here. So what I'm doing right now is I taught Rock Smash to one of my Pokemon to get that item. But then I noticed that there was 2 trainers there. So I decided it wasn't worth trying to fight, because I don't even have the Pokemon I want to use yet. So I go talk to him, get the old rod. And now we're going to go to the water right down here and see if we can find a Frotog. So, use the old rod. Landed it. Let's see. Alright, there's Frotog. Excuse me. Alright. So, we just want to weaken him. He's really weak, but a not very effective move should be good enough. Yeah, put him down to half. So that should be alright. So we're gonna get 2 of these, if you remember, because another Pokemon we're gonna have in our party you can get via trade. So we need 2 of these. I'm gonna use a Premier Ball here because they're cool. And oh, we got him. Okay, so that's good. Pokedex. He's rarely seen because of his weight. He rolls instead of walking. It's messed up. So let's nickname him. So for some reason, you know, Dukes of Hazzard, Boss Hog. That's what I thought of. And so I just called him Boss Frog. I don't really like it, so I understand if you don't like it. But I wasn't going to spend forever trying to figure this out. So he is Boss Frog. And we're just going to have to deal with that. Another thing I forgot to mention last time, this is like those Pokemon games where if you catch a Pokemon you still get experience, which is great. Any game that doesn't have that feature I don't understand. Like, reward me for still fighting. It's not a big deal, but it's nice. It's nice to have. So I'm glad that that's a feature in this game. So we got the 2. So what I want to do now is go heal, so I can start training them. And for some reason, in my head, going to the starting town was the quickest way. And of course, that's where I was supposed to go. So I run into the professor. He just wants to see my Pokedex. Since I beat a badge, he wanted to check my Pokedex. So that's all he really wants. I don't know why we had to go through this whole show. But he gives you 5 Pokeballs and tells you need to head east. But I still need to heal. So also, I found out if you talk to this guy, he gives you a rare candy. So I missed that last time, so that's good. So, I'm giving him an orange berry. I'm gonna go train him. First, I gotta heal. What up, Auntie? Alright. She talks about how she plays Wii tennis to stay in shape, which is funny. So we need to go train. He only knows Poison, Sting, and Pound. So, not great. But he seems to have a lot of defense. Like, it's hard to hurt this guy. So that's nice. So I start trying to train on these guys. And it's just not going quick, as you would imagine. So I figure, you know, he's water poison. If I could get him to learn a water move, I could go into the cave that has the ground and rock Pokemon, and that should speed it up. And then I found out that he doesn't learn a water move until he evolves. So that's kind of out of the question. So I'm like, okay, let's go against these trainers then. So that's what we're doing now. It's level 10 Mankey. Obviously, I can't fight him. So we'll switch in the starter. Easy peasy. Level 6. Didn't learn nothing. Gonna send him back out. So while I grind here, a thing about this game you may have noticed is it's a little kind of glitchy. Like some of the what am I trying to say? Some of the graphics rip and tear as you're walking, which isn't great. You know, I have a decently powerful graphics card, and this is essentially GBA graphics, so there's really no excuse. It's just it is the way it is, I guess. I don't know if because they made it in RPG Maker that's just something you have to deal with. I'm not sure. It doesn't bother me, but it is noticeable, and sometimes the frame rate dips, which is crazy because it's, like I said, it's clearly not processing a lot of stuff. So I assume it's just what happens. Like I said, not that big of a deal, but it is a detriment. It is noticeable. Also, I noticed in double battles, sometimes if you defeat both Pokemon on the same turn, one of them doesn't go away. Like, it shows you defeated him, it gives you experience, but his sprite just stays there. So that's weird. Once again, not a thing that hurts the game, it's just a bug. But I mean, other than that, nothing's really came up. Like, the game's never crashed. It's never froze on me. So nothing else is really a detriment to the game that I've noticed. So I went and wrote down the 6 Pokemon I want, and the 3 we're gonna have to wait on is an Eevee. We don't get him till a certain city. He's a gift. You know, like a lot of like the older Pokemon games, you could go to a house and there's like an Eevee just sitting there on the table you can take. So something similar to that. And then another one, he's Grass Dragon when he fully evolves. So that's cool. I mean, quadruple weakness to ice, but whatever. Route 10 is where he's at, so we got a minute for that. And then the last person is Bug Ice, so quadruple weakness to fire. So I'm just like going against everything I said, but without getting traded Pokemon I've already had, or Pokemon that only evolve once, this is really my only options I had. The only other guy I saw was also water. He was Water Steel, but I already had a water Pokemon, so this is what we're gonna have to deal with. But anyway, you don't find him till Route 16, so we won't find him until much later in the game. And he hasn't evolved till like in the 50s. So I assume you catch him at an already high level. I assume you probably find him like a level 30 in the grass. So that shouldn't be that big of a deal to catch him up. But all these people evolved twice. Well, except for Eevee, obviously. But it's the new Eevee evolution specifically for this game. And so I thought it'd be neat to have a real Pokemon variant in the party. At least one of them. So, he's in there. But that's the party. I'm not going to change it. None of them evolved from a stone. None of them evolved from trading. It's all level. Just level up. So, that shouldn't be too big a deal. Leveling up through these trainers has actually been pretty good. I mean, he's almost level 10 already, which is what the trainers are. So, as long as he has a type advantage, or at least not a disadvantage, he could take people his level now. So that's not that big a deal. But I forgot to go trade to get the third Pokemon. So I'm kind of somewhat wasting experience. So As you see, I'm gonna go do it now. I just totally spaced. Let me go heal first. Oh, I guess I'm not gonna go trade. I will eventually. I remember doing it. So where we gotta go after I get this Pokemon? See, I was going in here, and then I remembered you could walk around. And so I was like, oh, okay. So now we're gonna go trade. Anywho, but after this, we gotta go back to the original town we started in, and there are 3 rocks that you can use Rock Smash to get around. So that's our next destination. We're gonna go to the original town, get through those 3 rocks, and continue. So there really isn't another way to go this way. So it's like you went west, like northwest, and then there's just a dead end. There's nowhere to go here. So now I'm going back to the town and then heading east, and then it kind of just continues that way. So I don't know why there's a little detour to the west and then you head east. I don't know. This guy's the guy who wants to trade. Hey, you're looking for a Fortog. If you got one, I'll give you a Bashan. I'm like, alright. So I'll give him Fortog. Buy Fortog. Gives me Bashan. Such a cutie. Take good care of him. Okay. He tells you can't change a nickname, so I'm like, what's his nickname? Yaoman? That may mean something. I'm not sure. Let's look. Since he's fighting type, I figured we could go to here, and he could just low kick the hell out of these guys. And so I should be able to train him crazy. And then he's traded, so he gets way more experience. So I'm looking on the Wikipedia of his name, his nickname, and it said that it seems to be based off. If I could find it again. I literally was reading it, and it just disappeared. Oh, shiny Bashan is pure white. That's cute. I'd rather have the black sheep though. Alright, the Bashan received from a trade from the youngsters, nickname Yaoman. It seems to refer to Tei Baro, the creator of Pokemon Quartz. A playthrough of the game was done by Yaoman, who ended up requesting a trade in-game. So it's literally a nod to a person who played through a game. So it doesn't mean anything sheep related. It's literally just someone's name. Oh well. I thought maybe it was like a different, you know, like the Portuguese name for like a sheep or something. You know what I mean? Since it's Brazil. But no, it's not. So Dunsparce actually is rare in this cave. So I totally forgot he was in this cave because I didn't run into him the first time. I had him in my original party, and the reason I did is because he evolves in this game. And this is before Scarlet and Violet he evolves. I mean, he only kind of evolves in those games. He just gets an extra body part. Or maybe 2 if you get the rare one. But in this game, he evolves into a dragon. So much cooler. And he's really strong when he's in that dragon form. But I just didn't want to use him again. Because you got to get into level 44-ish to evolve into the dragon. That's a long time to have Dunsparce. I mean, he doesn't know nothing. He knows like Slam, Roll Out. He knows nothing. And so having him for that long is just brutal. But since he doesn't evolve, he does now. But since he doesn't, he gives more experience than normal Pokemon in this cave. So I'm really taking advantage of getting lucky and running into him. So just going through that cave once, I went from 5 to 9 with little issues. So we at least got both of my Pokemon to decent enough. Because remember, the gym leader had level 12s. So they're decent enough. So I should be able to continue with the game and fight trainers to catch up. Especially since he gets more experience than normal. So we're going to go back to town and continue with the game. There's the rocks. Rock smash them. Here we go. Let's see. She's got a Fortog. I'm still not confident. Unless I have a type advantage, I'm not going to just throw them out there. Not yet. Because they don't really have great moves yet. Like, Bashan knows low kick. That's pretty much it. And so, yeah, Fortog's heavy. But fighting isn't that good against poison, so no reason to risk it. I'll let Raptorch die, and then he gets all the experience anyway. So now S'more, he is Bug Fire, and he only evolves once. He's not bad for a bug type. Obviously, Larvister. The Bug Fire from Black and White, but he's like near legendary. So I don't have a water move yet, like I said, so I'm kind of just trying to hope he hits himself, which he did there. But I'm burned, so I'm kind of in trouble because all my attacks are physical. So I'm going to throw out him to just take a hit so I can heal. And then I'm going to throw him out just to see if I can hit him once since I have Sturdy. And now I just got to try to win. So I want to try to use Pound instead of Poison Sting. Cause I was trying to poison him at first, but he just refused to get poisoned. And now he's using Leech Life, so the itty bitty damage I'm doing, he's just healing it. So I'm just like, well, hopefully I can make you hit yourself again. Which he doesn't want to. So I gotta heal again. And he didn't hit himself again. And then he healed again. He's such a jerk. Yeah, he was confused for 3 turns and didn't hit himself once. Oh, excuse me, 4 turns. So 4 turns, hit himself once. So I have him on the ropes. But I'm 1 hit, he's 1 hit. So I gotta heal again. So that's 3 healing items used on this one fight. Just because I don't have moves. And then he used his Leech Life, so he healed. So it took everything I had to defeat him. And that was just the first trainer. So I'm still not ready with my moveset. And then I tried to run away, failed. Tried to run away, failed. Try to run away. Success. So I'm just trying to look for if I'm close to healing. And I'm not. So I'll probably have to go back to heal. This kid, if you listen to what he says a line from the episode 1 Star Wars with younger, and it's not episode 1, episode 2. It's when Anakin's talking to Padme on that vacation planet, and he's like, I don't like sand, it's coarse and it gets everywhere. That's what the kid said. He doesn't like sand, and he's on a beach, so poor kid. But his mom's like, why isn't he outside? There you go. Doesn't like sand. So a little Star Wars reference. A horrible Star Wars movie, but to each his own. I always talk about how bad the prequels were, which isn't like a crazy take. A lot of people didn't like the prequels. But then, I don't know why I even talk about how bad they are. I don't like any Star Wars movie. So it's like, I'm regurgitating an opinion which I think is true. I've watched many reviews of this movie, even though I've only watched episode 1. And the reviews break down point by point every like scene that has a problem. So like I can see that it's a bad movie just from a movie standpoint. But I don't watch any of the movies, so it's not like when I say that those are bad movies, I'm comparing them to other Star Wars movies. I don't watch any Star Wars movie. The 3 newest ones, I haven't seen any of them. And Rogue One and Solo. So, I don't know. I always just talk about how bad those movies are, but I don't even care about Star Wars. So I don't know why. I don't know why. Little tangent. Trying to get through this grind. Of course he does bulldoze. What a loser. A thing that comes up later that I noticed, and it's not a big issue, it doesn't affect the game really, but I noticed that something with the AI is broken. So poison doesn't hurt steel types, right? But steel isn't strong against poison, it just can't get hurt by it. But for some reason the AI takes that it can't get hurt by poison as a statement that it's strong against poison. So there's a point coming up later where you're forced to have a teammate, like in black and white games, the black and white games, and he has the grass steel starter, and we're going against a Frotog who's water poison. So grass would hurt him, not super effective, but effective. But water is resistant to steel. But something in his AI refuses to allow Theo to use Vine Whip on Fortog. He only uses Metal Claw. And so he's using a not very effective move every attack. And so that clearly is something broken with the AI where it thinks steel is good against poison. Once again, it's not an issue. Literally, I wouldn't even found out about it if I wasn't technically watching a computer fight a computer, but I was, so I realized it. And since I had fought many battles with Theo, I knew he knew Vine Whip, so I knew he could have used a better move. And then to even like prove my point, I defeated a ground Pokemon. It's because it's tag team battles. I defeated a ground Pokemon, so Theo was going to attack him as well with Vine Whip. But I defeated him before Theo could attack, so the Vine Whip hit Fortog, since there was no Pokemon to hit, and it did way more damage than Metal Claw. And then the next turn, he used Metal Claw instead. So yeah, it's definitely something with the AI. But it literally would never come up. It's not a big deal in any shape or form. It's just something else I noticed that clearly is messed up, that could be fixed. Does it need to be? No, but it is a mistake. So that is an issue. So when I actually think about this game, it is just like an old school Pokemon game. Like, it's just like Fire Red and Leaf Green, clearly. So as long as it's not programmed poorly, it's gonna be okay, because those games, their art style and gameplay loop are fine. So at minimum, this game's fine. So what you're going to be looking for is, how are the Pokemon? Like, do I feel like the designs are good? And how is the balance? And how is the story? Those are like the only 3 things you can really talk about, because like graphics, it's Pokemon. And music's great, by the way. There's a lot of there's a lot of old music. You know, you walk into a gym leader, you walk into a Poke Center. That's, they didn't make that music. But some of the town music that they made specifically for each town is great. There's this one town coming up, and it's really short. Like, you can run through the town in like 10 seconds. It's a really short town, so you won't even hear the song for long. But if you just chill and wait in that town, it's beautiful music. Really relaxing, kind of like a lo-fi hip-hop vibe. Not really the style of music, but the style of just pure relaxation, you know. And what's even great is that town, it rains a lot, so sometimes you get the rain sound effects with it, and it's great. So the music's great. Pokemon designs, I have played pretty much every single fan Pokemon game ever made, even the ones that aren't finished, even the ones that are terrible. I've played some horrible ones where it looks like someone with an MS Paint, and ugh. When it comes to Fakemon, as they're called, fan-made Pokemon, a lot are bad, some are okay, and then a lot of them don't seem like Pokemon. Like, they don't fit the style. Now, technically newer Pokemon don't feel like Pokemon to me, which is obvious because they hired a person who used to make Digimon on as a creative consultant, and so ever since then a lot of the Pokemon don't feel like Pokemon, which is an issue to me. It really is. I still play Pokemon because I like the game itself, but when it comes to the actual creatures anymore, I don't really even like any of them. Like I'd rather just use old Pokemon, and it's not because I feel like they're better, because they're not. I mean, there's plenty of good new Pokemon. Just the way they look, I don't like it. And this isn't like, you know, Gen 1's the best. No, I don't even think that's true. But they just don't feel like Pokemon. And I love Digimon, but that's Digimon. It's different. It's a different thing. And I'm not saying they look like Digimon. Some of them do, for sure. They just don't look like Pokemon. You know. But anyways, so Fakemon can look like a lot of different things. These, I will say, they look good. They look like Pokemon would have made them. That doesn't mean I like what all of them look like. No, but I don't like what every Pokemon looks like. It's just, does it feel like they're Pokemon? Yeah, they're Pokemon. Like, look at Feline. That's a Pokemon. You know? Is it, you know, crazy cool looking? No. But I mean, the Meowth isn't cool. You know, he's just iconic. But, you know, this it looks like a Pokemon to me. Bashan looks great. I mean, is it kind of a copy of Marie? A little. But it has horns and stuff. So it's like a ram. It's a little different. But I think they look good. I think they look good. And balancing is fine. It's a little more difficult than other Pokemon games, but it's not out of the ordinary difficult. Like, if you ever played the original, you know, Red and Blue and Yellow, the Elite Four is hard. You know, and then you fast forward to Gold and Silver, and because you can go against the Elite Four twice and they get harder the second time, they're hard. And Black and White, when you go against the Elite Four the first time in the main villain of the game as well, they're hard. You know, so it isn't like this game being difficult is out of the ordinary for Pokemon. Now, newer Pokemon is easier. And a lot of people put that it's the experience share reason that it's easier, but it really isn't. It's the level curve, you know, because even, you know, some fans have made hacks of Pokemon games, and the only thing they change is they remove the experience share, and it's still incredibly easy because the gym leaders are so weak. You know, like, I think it was X and Y, where you go against the Elite Four, and they only have 4 Pokemon, instead of 6? Like, what the hell? You know, this is the end of the game. You could take the kitty gloves off. You know? So, like, it isn't just the experience share. Experience share in and of itself is a good thing. Less grinding is great. If you could make it perfect, where if you fight every single trainer and some wild Pokemon, not all, but just some of them, if you did that and you went through the whole game and never had to grind once, that'd be perfect. You know. Now, also, would that be too easy of a game? Because if you never lost a single trainer fight, you know, that wouldn't... See, Pokemon's weird because, like, difficulty is just weighed differently. You know, in a normal game, you could play through the whole game, never really die in, but you would still say, oh, that was hard. But with Pokemon, there's no drawback to, like, failing. So, like, the difficulty is, did I have to grind? Really? So, I don't know. It's complicated, yet simple. Does it just feel hard? Or does it feel easy? You know, like, what game was it? The, Sword and Shield. Oh my god, so easy. So easy. I didn't even... Half the time I didn't even have to get past my first Pokemon. And because they all kept up consistent levels, the way I train Pokemon is I put the lowest level first. But the lowest level always stayed the same, pretty much. Because everyone just stayed caught up because of experience share. And so it felt like I was never using any other Pokemon than like 2 of my 6. And I realized that's my problem. You know, just use a different Pokemon. But just, it's ingrained in my head with Pokemon that that's what I do. So I can't really change that easily. So in my brain, how I play a Pokemon game, they're incredibly easy. Like, the Elite Four in that game, oh my god, so easy. And then Leon, they hype him up the entire game, and he's so easy. Like, he's like, I got a Gigantamax Charizard, and I defeated his Charizard without even using their Gigantamax. I was like, ooh, you're tough. You know, like, it's just not hard. And then there was an issue with Scarlet and Violet where they're like, you can go wherever you want, but we won't scale the Pokemon levels. So if you go out of order, when you go the way we want you to go later, they're going to be so weak, it won't even be worth doing if you didn't have to do it. And that was my biggest issue. You know, I went one way, and when I came back, I found out that, like, this was supposed to be the first gym, and so they had, like, level 10s, and I was, like, level 30. And I'm like, oh boy. So, without... You can make a Pokemon game open world, but without scaling, it just doesn't work. It does not work. I do not know why they made that decision. It makes no sense. So, yeah, difficulty on this game, long and short of it, is adequate. It is not too hard. It is not too easy. The only reason it kind of looks easy to me right now is because I'm only using like 1-2 Pokemon. And if you do that, your Pokemon will be too high of a level to matter. But they'll catch up. They'll catch up with me. Because I remember a particular part that I was stuck at. And I don't see why I will be better equipped for that section this time than I were last time. So, it will get more difficult. Because a thing about this game that you won't see this go through, this part 2, but part 3, part 4, you should see. This game has bosses. So not just trainers, like gym leaders. It has wild Pokemon that are really strong, and you have to defeat them to like get out of a cave or to continue on with the story. So the game has boss fights, and how they do that most of the time, it's just 1v how many ever Pokemon you have. So it could be 1v6. So to balance that, he's crazy. The boss is crazy strong. So it could like one-hit kill most of your Pokemon. So you just got to win through attrition. And so if you run into a boss, it's going to be strong no matter what. But also, if you don't have good type for it, you know, say like my whole team, most of them are kind of weak to like rock. Oh crap, the boss is rock type. You're in trouble. So the game's going to get more difficult, but we haven't even got to where bosses are. And we haven't even got to where the villains of the game are. So really, it's not supposed to be difficult right now. But from where I've played, I haven't played in-game, you know. So I don't know how hard it gets, or if it stops being hard and gets to easy again. I don't know. But for what I've seen, good difficulty. The correct level of difficulty. So if we go fake Pokemon, good for the most part. I believe they're Pokemon. Art is irrelevant, as I've said. And then music great, and difficulty good to great. So just from that standpoint, without seeing how the story develops, it's already a great game. It's already in the upper tier of real Pokemon games already. Now, the story is a real winner. It puts it with, you know, the best Pokemon games ever. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black and White 2, you know. So we'll see. Ruby and Sapphire, Emerald, you know. So we'll see if it gets to that height. But already, as it is already an upper tier Pokemon game, which is great. I have played so many fan games that are terrible. And then I've played some that are amazing, where they blow Game Freak out of the water, and then you beat like the third gym, and the game just ends. And it's like, hey, this is far we've gotten. And you look at when they started the game, and it's like 2014. And it's 2023, and you're like, I don't think they're gonna finish it. And it's really it really sucks, because they're so good. Like there's a fan game called Pokemon Phoenix Rising. It's so good, but it only has like 2 gyms, and they've never updated it. They say they're still working on it, but if you haven't like even made a 3rd gym and it's been like 5 years, you're not working on it. You know, and I know it takes money, and they're doing it for free. They're not gonna make money off making this, so I don't really complain like that. It's just more of like, I wish it was different. I wish it was complete, because I like the game. And then if you want to go in the realm of complete fan games, Insurgents, Pokemon Insurgents, and Pokemon Revolution are wonderful. The story's great and dark. The gameplay very balanced and difficult. There's no Fakemon, as far as I remember. There may be a couple. I think they have variants. Like it's like a Totodile, but it's just different typing. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played it, but all original stuff. They didn't reuse, you know, any storyline beats or anything like that. They're great. They're really good if you ever have a chance. So that's really what I'll be comparing it to: the top Pokemon games story and the top fake game story. How well does it hold up compared to those? I'm not going to compare it to like The Last of Us. That's not a comparison. You know, it's got to be apples to apples. So that's what I'll be comparing to. The grinding's working pretty good, as you can see. Our Yao Man is level 17, and so for level 5 to 17 in really no time, it's good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Do you like how he looks? He's a brain fish. And I think that's a real thing. Not like it looks like that. I think there's a fish that you can see its brain. Like, I know there's a fish you can see its eyes through its head. I think it's just a fish that's just a brain. Like, it doesn't do much. I don't know. I like it. It's neat. And very weird. Like, if you captured that Pokemon, would you just be like poking his brain? Or is it just his skin see-through? Or is that really just I'm poking a brain? You know, how's that work? This guy I've never used. He looks cool. I think he's dark type. I think he's based off like a raccoon mixed with something. Alright. We got big names. This is one of our members. He's the Firefly. And he's really rare in this grass. I was actually going to catch him later when he's common. I just happened to bump into him. So hopefully we can catch him. So Poison Sting did nothing. Incinerate. Defeat me. Yep. Alright. Yes, use next Pokemon. Yeah, I'm really hurt. Low kick should do nothing. Not very effective. It needs a little burn. So defeated me. Well, we have a fire type left, so I know he won't be able to kill me now. But I just don't want to defeat him. Alright. Yeah, Ember. Ah, he has Flash Fire. Dang it. Well, I guess the only move I can use is Scratch. But I get a lot of criticals. Fingers crossed. I got a critical. But he lived. Alright. Now we'll catch him. Let's use the net ball. That's a cool ball. It's not good for him. It's essentially same level as a Pokeball now. Hey, we got him. And so he is Fire Flying. He can talk like Chatot, but not as good. So he's not as good as a parrot at talking. And so I wanted to name him like Rio, like from the movie, since it's a Brazilian bird, but that guy's blue. So I decided, let's just name him Red, but Rojo. So we'll name him that. If I could type. There we go. So he'll be Rojo. Alright, I got 3 members now. Unexpectedly, I thought I'd really only have 2 for this gym leader, but we got 3. Alright, let's heal up since everyone's dead. Ah, the lights came on and then they went off. I'm gonna sell some stuff. Can't sell TM, sell that. And Stardust. Yeah, let's get some super potions. And Paralyze and Antidote. There we go. Should be good. Another trainer. I missed her though. I've been this way, I just missed her. But see, he's only 13. So he can hold his own already. And Incinerate ain't that strong, but you wouldn't know that when you see him use it. He hurts people. So I think he's really strong. Like, I'm just waylaying. Now, he can't take a hit. But look at his HP compared to the others. He has way less HP. So, he's perhaps my glass cannon. Hit hard, but don't take a hit. No, I already need to go heal. But there was no other trainers left over there anyway. So, no biggie. Heal up again. Alright, so now I gotta get him caught up. There's the gym. But we need to get this guy caught up. So let's see if there's any other trainers. Oh. Just someone bumped into me. No biggie. Alright, looks like... Oh, there's a little spider. He's a water spider. Hey, little guy. That's great. I can use Peck. Level up. Level up. Hey. Alright. He should have a fighting type. I can use Peck on him. And Bashan. Alright. Peck. Eat it. Sucker. Stomp. Ow. Ow. I defeated him. 186. Not bad. So that Mankey, you know. Heal. Alright. Fury Swipes. Peck. Critical. Uh-oh. He has Anger Point. Quick Attack. Alright. Looking good. Dusk Ball. Cool ball. Cool ball. Bike Wheel. I can go get the bike. But I never use a bike. So unless the game forces me, I'm not going to go get it. He won't let me go. He says there's danger in the cave. And it's not safe to go alone. So we have to go with someone. And as I've said earlier, it's Theo. Oh, Theo. Ooh, what are we learning? Air Cutter. That's a lot better than Peck. I need to get back to the Poké Center. I had antidotes, but why waste it if I could just go to the center? You know what I mean? Heal up. And then I'm going to go back. Get the water. Hey. Alright, let's do this. Oh no. Air Cutter. Yeah. Quick Attack. Excellent, excellent. Look at that. Just 2 levels and he's already able to help me with a gym leader. He's good. I like him. Look, beat one of the members of the gym leader's crew by himself. I'll just go heal just to not waste an item. Alright, this should be harder. He's a hiker. He probably doesn't have fighting types. Yeah, so that's ground. I could beat him. Little Air Cutter. But I think he only knows ground moves besides Scratch. So he really is screwed. Oh, he has another one. Easy peasy. Grow level. Yeah, and he defeated 2 on his own. Alright, I don't want to go back. I'll just heal. I'm lazy. Alright, let's go, Steven. My name's Martin. Shut up. So he's part fire. And he doesn't know rock moves yet. So, no danger. It's not another one. So Rojo defeated everyone but the gym leader by himself. And so now, to get by, you have to find a gym. So you have to break these. And I just happened to find the one I need on like the second rock. So I'm going to heal up. But now I'm thinking about it. Wouldn't it be good if I had a water type that knew a water move? So I looked to see if anyone can learn Giga Drain. No one can. So I'm like, I'm going to go level him up. one time because he's about to level up. And if he learns a water move, cool. If he doesn't, we're still gonna fight the gym leader. So I'm exploring to see if I missed anything. Doesn't look like I did. Checking the map. I'm checking to see the city that has Eevee, and I couldn't find it on the map. I'm sure it's there. I just don't think the map's built right. That's a ding on it. The map, as far as I've seen, is missing a lot of locations that you've been to. So, in my opinion, the map is bad. I totally forgot he was electric. I thought he was like ground, like Sand Slash. And so I was like, yeah, go for a tog. And then I got electrocuted. He survived it though. He's a trooper. Beat up so weak. It's so weak. Oh, yeah, you learned Bubble Beam. We're set, boys. Go heal up. And let's do this thing. Bubble Beam. That's a big improvement. I don't care who you are. That's good right there. Tell you what. Checking some buildings, see if I missed anything. No one's really... Okay, so this is the school. You talk to him. So you can fight these kids, and if you fight them all, you get a nugget, like Nugget Bridge in the original games. So I want to train a little up here before I fight the gym leader, because if he knows a rock type move, I could still be having some issues. So I'm like, let's just get as strong as we can. So get him to 17, set out a water type. So I set up my water type. I got acid. It's not a good move. He needs a better poison move for sure. Well, at least he finally has a good water move. Alright, fought one little child. Checking to see if everyone's health's okay. Looks good. Let's fight another child. Mobile Beam. Excellent. And Pound. Alright. I'm hurt, but I should be able to kill this guy in one hit. Yep. Sturdy? He didn't have it. Hell yeah. Level up. Oh! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What are you gonna become? Oh, look at that glorious frog. He's a big boy. Full of rog. Alright. Oh, he has way more HP now. Alright. We're looking good for the gym leader for sure. Dude, Rojo's strong as hell. Like, oh look, he just got a better fire move. Dude, he's strong. He is wrecking. Like, I just got him and he's already, like, has a body count. Oh my god, Flame Burst. Ridiculous. Yeah, he's good. He doesn't have a lot of HP, but... god damn. Uh-oh. Oh, he survived it. What a beast. Yeah, we're switching. But, what a beast. I don't know what type he is, so we're just going to use Beat Up. I think he's Dragon, but I don't know if he's Dragon something. He's Dragon that wagon, you know what I mean? Oh, got him. One Beat Up. Some more critical. It was a little cheating. Scary face. Nah, we're good. Alright, give me my nugget. Thank you. Now we're going to go heal. And fight the gym leader. I can't get any stronger without grinding now. So, I think we're good. Alright, so it shows EVs on this and IVs, which is really cool. I'm just checking to see what they're good at. You know, so he's special attack, he's physical attack. His defense is really good for being an attack type. So, we're looking good. And like I said, the fact that it shows IVs and EVs in Pokemon games, those are usually hidden. So it's really cool that they know that you know that they exist, so why are they hiding them from you? So they show them to you, which is great. Now, I'm not really big on that because I don't really play online. Like, I understand it's really important to make your Pokemon the best it can be. But, you know, I just play the game. I don't play online. So it's not important to me, but it is a great thing that they have for the devoted ones among us. Alright, so he's got Grozard first. I don't think he magically learned a rock type move. So we should be good to just fight with Roho, I think. Yeah. We're good. We're cutter. Scratch. Yeah, okay, see, no rock move. We're good. Air cutter. Oh, my lord. Potion. He didn't even use a super potion. This gym leader's a poor boy. Look, crit. Wasted a potion. Level 19. Excellent. Modrill. So that sounds like a drill type, obviously. So I thought ground. So let's send out boss front. And yeah, it's a mole. So he's definitely at least part ground. So Bubble Beam. One hit kill. I may be too strong for this shit. I might be. So this guy is Steel Rock. He's the evolution of Bear Wolf. So we'll Bubble Beam. Hopefully he doesn't have Sturdy. He might kill him one hit. Oh, he had Sturdy. Alright, headbutt. Yeah, he did the 11. Yeah, I'm way too strong for this gym here. Oopsie. I mean, I didn't grind though. You know, I got everyone caught up, and then just went against trainers. And that was enough. This is his strongest Pokemon. The evolution of the poison type you've been seeing. This is final Pokemon. So he's poison, and I am too. So just gonna use a water move, knowing he won't use a poison move against me because of his AI. Yeah, I did alright. Not half, but almost. Just keep using it. And since he already used the healing item in the first Pokemon, so easy peasy. Yeah, I was too strong for this. Oopsie. Like I said, I know the game gets harder because I remember getting stuck a few times. Hey, dude, Roho, instant impact, instant gladiator, and he evolves already. What a monster! And he looks cool. All right, well, 5, dude. So I don't know if you read that. The gem that you got from rock smashing to open the gate, he literally just asked you to hand it to him, and then he just put a thing on the back of it, and now it's the badge. So I already had the badge. I could have just left. Oh, Brick Break. That's great. That was a good fight type move. Make good use of it. Alright. See if anyone can learn it. Nope. I bet he can learn it if he goes like how Mareep goes when he evolves. He stands up. But that's it.